It's been a minute. It always has been. Because I don't go live that much. Because don't nobody give a fuck about a nigga who ain't made it. So, welcome to Lone Wolf TV. Once again for this win. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fix my collar. I'm in here looking like the bum. I ain't gonna say that. You know what? I've been real tuned in on what to say and what not to say to myself. You know, even though I got my own belief system on how spirituality work or whatnot, you know, I shouldn't just say shit sometimes, even playfully. You know, like Bruce Lee said, man. Um, your body, your mental don't know if you playing or not. You know, your mental does not know if you playing or not. So don't speak ill on yourself. Let's try to keep it positive. Anyway, how y'all living in a not so positive environment that we call America, that we call a society? How y'all living out there, man? Y'all know how I'm living. You know, still trying to make ends meet, still living paycheck to paycheck like the white man want us to live. And not even just the white man. There's some black people that have white supremacist mindsets. There's some Mexicans that have white supremacist mindsets. They want us to live the American dream as well too. They want us to stay slaves in the system as well. So I just want my people to counter that. You know, however you can counter that, counter that. Cause a nigga like me, right? A nigga like me really, you know, I'm too old to save. So any motherfucker that's talking, or any person that's older than me and they speaking to the youth, I'm no longer a part of the youth that they speak for, right? So I have to come up with my own solutions. I gotta enhance my life in a way that works for how I can how that works for the way that I can enhance it. I can't sit here and have a delusion that I'm gonna end up in a better position than a 20-year-old that thinks better than me right now. When you 30 plus, I'm finna be 31 in 5 days if y'all ain't motherfucking know. But when you 30, my nigga, or you 30 plus, or even when you like 25 plus, my nigga, people not really speaking to you when they speak on the youth. So what I'm trying to say is when they speak on the youth, people have better information for those that are coming up. They don't really have much information for a person that's 30, 28, 29 or something like that, and trying to tell them how to switch their life, because you already stuck in your ways. You already made it past your brain development. You feel me? And my point is, as a 30-year-old black man, you know what I'm saying? I just pushed the message to try to tell niggas not to be me, because I'm still trying to learn how to get out of my situation. I don't never sit here and try to act like, oh, you niggas is dumb for not thinking like me, or you niggas is dumb for not moving like this because you didn't know it. I'm just the nigga in the middle ground that's gonna tell y'all um in what direction I feel like would be constructive for us. I'm not no nigga that's really sitting here trying to gain no big ass image off of YouTube or off of social media. I want to just be known to America as a nigga that went through life and found his way out. So that's why I document these days. These episodes y'all see, the shit that I say on the web, the videos are the little small videos I post that don't get no views, the videos that get views. You know what I'm saying? It's all just a testament to where I aim to be in life. One day I aim to be a nigga that's able to guide people out of homelessness. So, you know, when you got that purpose in life, you start looking at it like, well, maybe that's why my life was shit in the first place. When you want to look at how society says life should go, and then when your life doesn't go that way, you can say your life is shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really sitting here saying that I just deep down believe that my life is a piece of shit and that I'm not worth being alive or nothing like that. But the hand that I was given and the way that society views me as the hand I was given, my life is shit. That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's up to me to change that shit. And within my changing, within me changing who the fuck I am and what the fuck I do to maintain my sanity, I just want to help. All I can do is give game to the person that's going through the same thing I'm going through or similar. I'm not trying to talk to a nigga that feel lost, because I really can't reach you, my nigga. You in a better position. Any rich nigga that stumble across this video, you already in a better position to mentally get yourself right, because you ain't got to worry about the financial part of the game. When you got the financial part of the game to worry about, you are already 10 steps behind the next man. So let's really get into it before I talk y'all head off, man. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about this shit. In senseless news, Ja Morant, man. Ja motherfucking Morant. I'm not finna sit here and criticize that brother, because I understand you got to tote that pistol, and when you listening to certain music, it does bring an energy alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm an energy type nigga, but what we not finna do is sit here and act like Ja Morant is just wrong for just having a gun, just because his homeboy went live or whatever. His homeboy ain't even to blame, because I'm seeing in the videos that his homeboy was kind of trying to keep it off the camera, but not. It's just that he was kind of trying to not let Ja know that he was kind of like, hey, nigga, put that gun up. But a better, you know, the homeboy probably just need to hear that you might being more direct friend will make you a better friend, man. His homeboy ain't no hoe ass nigga. People trying to make it seem like his friend is getting him set up, and then man, that's when conspiracies get to going too far sometimes. Sometimes shit is just like, it's a moment and niggas is drunk, niggas is high, or niggas is just vibing with their homeboys and they just got some bitches or some shit. They heading to some bitches and they just vibing. And his homeboy was going live. He's like, yeah, I'm with the main nigga of the century right now, nigga, Ja Morant, nigga. And you know, I just know how it is being around niggas that's doing better than you. That's all. I know how it is when the moment is the moment and the star player is just being him, and you gotta let the star player shine. But I'm also learned that bitch ass YouTube tripping, but I also learned that being the friend that's within the wealth that's going on, or within that moment, you got to be the person to point that out and be like, hey, hold on, you know what I'm saying, these motherfuckers on you. You know what I'm saying? We remember you already just went through this shit with the gun, my nigga. You need that bag. That's what kind of friend I am. But his homeboy probably he didn't expect the nigga to pull the gun. That's what I seen. He didn't expect that shit. But the song, what people got to realize is when you listening to energetic type of songs like that, it'll make you feel like you got a gun on you. Or if you do have a gun on you, nigga, you gonna show the world that y'all not just riding around lacking. That's just the kind of energy that come with NBA Youngboy, the gangster music. Tupac made me feel like, nigga, any white motherfucker ran up on me, it was over with. And that's why I've been a problem to the system since I was fucking little. The only thing that I would modify now is that my aim is towards a different color of people, you know? Because when I would get in trouble, I would realize that I was beefing with a black person, or I was beefing with a motherfucker that's close to me, when in reality, after I do you wrong, the real enemy got some charges for me to pay for. So that's the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that keep you like, oh, okay, I'm really, you know what I'm saying? Nigga really out here on his own. Don't nobody give a fuck about you, nigga. The enemy, matter of fact, the enemy is not your sister. The enemy is not your brother. The enemy is the nigga that's charging you court fees because they wanted you to come to court. Think about that for a minute. They wanted your monkey ass to come to court, and then they said, we want you to pay $500 for us wanting you to come to court. That's when I realized at 19 years old, it's something up in this system. So before a young nigga got to go through that, I hope I can get a motherfucker to listen to me right now. But you know, I ain't done enough promotion. I ain't got enough money to be a voice. So that's the goal. That's the goal for Lone Wolf TV. Is just to become more resourceful. What do I exist for? Just to be more resourceful. Lone Wolf TV gonna be doing everything. It's gonna be a Lone Wolf lawn service. It's gonna be a Lone Wolf cleaning service. It's gonna be a Lone Wolf shoe cleaning service. A Lone Wolf restaurant. It's gonna be something. Everything gonna have a long. I gotta just expand what I'm doing with my life. And if Lone Wolf something is already taken, then it's gonna be something about a loner. It's gonna be something about being alone. This loner shit is my niche. Because there's so many of us that's becoming loners in this world because we realizing that we are all we got. So at the end of the day, damn near the whole world is going to become a loner without even knowing it. And I'm not trying to say hop on the market of being a loner while it's hot, but nigga, it's just a niche. That's all it is a niche to tap into. And I'm not a fake loner. I sit here in this shit. I go through the deepest of what loners go through. Suicidal thoughts, all kind of shit. You know, but let's get into it. Cause I didn't waste y'all motherfucking time, man. What if you don't make it? Right? What if you don't motherfucking make it, man? Let's talk about what society's definition of making it is, okay? And it's a very simple definition of what society thinks this shit is. To accomplish something or to become successful. Simple as that. That's what making it, quote unquote, means in society. And I wanted to come to talk about this topic because everybody has a different form of making it, and that's what we finna get into. So my first thing I want to say is making it is subjective. If motherfuckers don't know what subjective means, look it up. Look the shit up. Subjective means you can take this shit and modify it to however you see fit. That means love is money to some women. Love is, I'm not lying to you, but I'm lying to these other hoes, to some men. So I want y'all to, that's what I mean by subjective. It change and it varies within every person's view of what love really is. Now, what is love? To me, it's still subjective after we break the question down. Love to me is action. It's about what you do for the motherfucker. So yeah, I feel like the man that is paying for you to not ever struggle again, like he cheated on you, but y'all living in like $1 million house or $2 million house or some shit, but he cheated on you, I think you should look past that. But that's just me. I'm not telling you what your soul should do. But I'm saying in the grand scheme of the dynamic of what money is in this world, you don't want to struggle, do you? So if a nigga just got to go get some pussy here and there or some shit, he ain't brung shit back to you. But let's talk about if he did bring something back to you. I I mean, of course, establish some rules, but make sure that the nigga, if the nigga got to go dibble and dabble in some pussy, make sure he's doing it in a safe way. Bring it up. I'm just speaking on if the role was reversed, women was providing for men, I would let my bitch go out and cheat. Now I'm not saying this is me, right? This ain't me as a man today, but I'm saying, like, let's switch the shoes for a little bit, and let's go in. I can still tap into the mindset of some shit that isn't real. So let's step into that real quick. Let's say women were the providers and the protectors. A nigga like me, I'm getting behind a woman that if you want to go get dick, but you also provide for me, I'm getting behind that, because at the end of the day, if y'all step on the legacy that is being built, then I gotta kill you behind my wife. I gotta kill you behind my woman. I don't give a fuck because y'all was fucking and you fell in love with her. I'm finna smoke you because you trying to come smoke us over her. See? But women, you know, y'all don't think like that. That's just me. That's just me flipping the shoes of if women was running shit. But the fact that men gotta run shit, I'm in the shoes of, okay, I gotta get the bag. So there's nothing that can stray me away from that. If a bitch cheat on me, okay, it's cool. If a bitch lying to a nigga, okay, that's cool. I figured that would happen. If a bitch tired of me or gotta play these games like she give a fuck about a nigga, but then low key just want me around for dick and all that shit, okay, I get it. I don't, that ain't nothing to make me crash out. A lot of niggas crash out, like the nigga that killed Trouble. I would have just walked away from the door if the bitch was acting weird. I'd be like, all right, fool. You know what I'm saying? You can go stress in the car. You can go sip you some drink. You can go listen to some raunchy music, some shit that'll make you just want to kill a nigga, but you don't actually go do it. That's what I do. See, let me break it down real quick. I listen to this nigga named Zan Man. Shout out to Zan Man, man, because he's a very unorthodox rapper. He doesn't. It's a lot of times where he not on beat or some shit, but he's not too off beat to where you know what the fuck this nigga talking about. And they would call that a guilty pleasure. Zan Man is a guilty pleasure of mine, because I get to actually kill a nigga without killing a nigga. In my head, he spits the emotion of anger that I feel sometimes when I'm mad at bitches, when I'm mad at niggas, when I'm mad at the world. Zan Man got it. But that's just, I know how to look past killer nigga music. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes we ain't got no other word to say but nigga. And I wish we could stop doing that. But one thing he did say on the song was that he would shoot at the feds. He ain't give a fuck. Real shit. Now I want to hear more of that. I don't want to always hear it be I shoot at a nigga and kill him, and then I shoot at a nigga. No, she said shoot at the feds, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Oh God. That's the kind of shit I listen to though. When I'm angry or when I'm like on some shit where like life just ain't, it look like I'm a die broke or some shit. I don't give a fuck. Like real shit. Everybody can get it. And that's just what music, that's what the type of music I listen to do to me. It helps me in my anger. It helps me release. And you know, sometimes having other people listen to what I'm listening to helps me as well. But that's me knowing myself. So making it is subjective. And let's get down into what making it really is. I mean, let's get down into how subjective it really is. Homeless people view having a job and a place to stay as making it. Let me restate that. Homeless people view having a job and a place to stay as making it. Let me break that down. A homeless motherfucker who probably had somewhere to stay and then ended up somewhere on the street, right? He now misses the mattress. So he get his shit together. He get a job. He still go through his homelessness. Once he gains a job and a place to stay again, that's making it to him. Now, I'm not saying that's his ultimate level of making it. That's another story when we talk about ultimate level. Because ultimate level is going to cause you to be an ultimate motherfucker. It's getting hot. I'm finna cut my shit on. But yeah. Uh my bad. But yeah, if a homeless nigga get his own place or whatnot and he get his shit together, he'll view that as making it out of something. You can make it out of being homeless. You can make it out of being a millionaire. You can make it out of being a billionaire. You know, I'm finna go down the line with it. But one thing's for sure is that some people actually, from being homeless for years, like say a homeless nigga was homeless for 10 years, he's now got a job in the car and a place to stay. He feel like he made it. Now he got a girlfriend and this and that, and that's life to him. That's how his story ends, is being a manager of Target or being a manager of Sonic and able to sustain a life with a wife and kids, you know. Now, of course, that's unrealistic nowadays, but we're talking about a nigga that is literally homeless and got his shit together off of having 2 jobs and got him a woman and they got a kid, and that's all he wanted because he was just strung out on crack and didn't have nowhere to sleep. Making it is subjective. Can we say that nigga is wrong for feeling like that? That's what he wanted. I feel like as deep as you want it is as deep as you should go. Me, I'm not gonna lie, I actually want a crib that's big as fuck. And that's just because I want to make sure, is this something that I can accomplish? It ain't really even nothing behind having a crib, because I said if I can afford the crib, I can afford to get it, and I get a big ass mansion or whatever, I will upkeep it if it comes down to it being a good family business move. But if I can get them, I want to just go buy a big ass mansion, buy it, and let that shit go to waste, because I want to see if, you know, I want to see if this shit is really what it is in this life. Is your energy really bringing something to the table, or is it money, or is it what you can provide? That's why I experiment with life. I'm in there, I experiment, I put my feelings on the line for shit all the time, just to come back and let niggas know this is my experience. I ain't telling you how to think, I ain't telling you nothing, but this is my experience. If you feel any of these hints inside of what you dealing with, you might want to refer to what I have to say about it. That's it. I ain't telling you that I'm right. But if you dealing with a woman and then I tell you a particular way that a woman is treating you and you end up feeling that particular way, it's only right that we come together and mentally think about different dynamics and different ways that this shit might be playing about, what might be going on. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these women play you. A 9-to-5 worker views making $1 million as making it. That's self-explanatory. A nigga like me working paycheck to paycheck, if a nigga was, I mean, not even a nigga, if it was a way that I can just go make $1 million right now off of just one of my talents, edit a video, mix and master a song, do a song, a rap song, I do all kind of shit. If it was one way I can make millions off of that shit, I would go make that $1 million, and I would not probably return to work, because I would know how to put that $1 million into making something, making the same amount that my 9-to-5 was making me, if not better, you know. Another thing, a black person being hired by a majority white corporation is viewed as making it to some. Just because you got hired at Amazon as a team head manager, motherfuckers think they made it because they came from being a manager at Subway. You see, it's different ways to think of this shit. It's different ways to think of making it. So that's why the question that is proposed is, what if you don't make it? And that's up to you. I'm gonna leave y'all with these silent messages real quick, because I gotta take a piss real fast. Alright. Sorry about that. I will get better at that kind of shit. Because, of course, right now, don't nobody really pay attention to my motherfucking page. 0 motherfuckers in the chat. So, shit. Oh, shit. It's all just rough draft shit. One day when I actually got a platform, or maybe, after 10 years of doing this shit, this is my 5th year doing YouTube. Probably after another 5 years, I'm gonna hang this shit up. Probably hang this shit up. Especially when I go live and it's still 0 motherfuckers. I obviously ain't implemented the business plan that I needed to implement. So, but I want y'all to know I'm getting these views that I get without even promoting this motherfucker, without even paying for promotion or doing anything that I might not know about what I need to do about my YouTube channel. And I'm broke as fuck. So shit, the most views I got is like 396 or some shit, almost 400 on just being a nothing nigga that ain't never even been on the national television. So it shows me that I can go harder, but I gotta go harder. So within me going harder, if my shit is still trash, I'm cutting this YouTube shit short. But yeah, let's get back to it, man. So that's what making it is in the subjective world. How do you make it in today's society? Let's talk about that. Be yourself. You gotta be yourself. Being yourself, to me, a lot of people say that shit in a cliche way, like, man, just be yourself, man. There's ways to be yourself because there's different yous. Nobody don't really talk about the fact that there's different yous that you might have to, step into. So when you the happy you, be the happy you. If you go to work and you jolly, be the jolly you. You go to work and you angry, or you anywhere, not just work, but I'm saying, if you step out and you feeling gloomy, be that gloomy person. This is what kind of helps people understand boundaries, because if you come into work happy one day, people see that energy. So if immediately the next day it causes you for the next day to come in a bit angry, people will notice the shift, and then they'll start asking, hey, what's wrong, this and that. And it's up to you to tell them what's really wrong with you, but just you can tell them, like, man, I'm just going through it, a little something but people have to start noticing that that's what they need to do. Being yourself is actually not overextending yourself just to be a nice person. Sometimes if you're going through some shit, just be like, man, I'm going through, I ain't in the mood today. And ultimately, sometimes when you tell people that you ain't in the mood, you end up something in your spirit kind of tells you that you don't want to kill the mood where you're at. So you kind of adjust it. You end up adjusting it. You end up trying to be in a better mood simply because somebody asked you, was you good? This is why it's always cool to ask people how your day going. Is you good? I'm thinking about you, all kind of shit. But as a man, I don't do that kind of shit unless I got some money to throw. Because a lot of women let me just say, the women I deal with, really everybody in the world got some kind of financial trouble. So if I come to the table and I'm like, damn, what you going through? If I can't shoot 50, 20, $35 at you, off of the strength of just you going through it, or help you go get a drink, go get some weed or something like that, because you ultimately going through it already in this lane, let me help you out right here. If I can't do that shit, then I don't sit here and I don't never sit here and be like, oh, it's gonna be okay, or I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that I can help you. So be yourself. I'm always myself. Myself know when to help. Myself know when not to. Myself know when to fall back and be the nigga that people say they can't rely on. Sometimes I gotta say, no, I don't have it. Sometimes I gotta, and us as people, we have to be ourselves. We gotta know what we can't take on. We gotta know what we can take on. And we gotta be okay with actually being considered broke. We gotta be okay with being considered less fortunate. We gotta be okay with being considered somebody that can't uh, provide the basic necessities, especially as a man. So to make it in today's society is be yourself and erase all the bullshit that you hear about yourself, but be you and and try to implement some kind of change. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is tune out what doesn't resonate. And I say that because you should never tune out the truth. You should never tune out shit that makes you uncomfortable. But tune out what doesn't resonate. If it doesn't resonate with where you going in life, if a motherfucker trying to tell you to go be a truck driver, and you like, well, I really don't see myself being that, then don't be it. Motherfucker telling you to be an electrician, mechanic, and you don't really have no passion in it, don't fuck with it. Tune out what doesn't resonate, but pick up on what does. Because a motherfucker could be telling you about truck driving, but they also could tell you how to make more money in stocks. They also could tell you about how to make more money in the music game. They also could tell you about how to make more money in real estate. It's different shit that you could possibly want to do in life. And that's where I'm at in life right now, just writing down information on how to get into all kinds of fields. Because this life, I've been told to go to fucking college. I've been raised by baby boomers. And the baby boomers was like, if you don't have a college degree, then, you fucked. So we was, when we came up and I was seeing that college really wasn't doing shit for motherfuckers that went to college, motherfuckers were still living with their mama, or the situation didn't change enough for them to move their mama out the crib after us being out of school for 10 years. I think I'm good on college. After us being out of school for 2 years and y'all ain't doing better than us, the way they sold college and school made it seem like as soon as you got out of college, you was gonna be making $200,000 a month or a year, I would say. But no, that ain't how it went. So niggas, what we really seen was how reality went when we got out of high school. Motherfuckers started selling drugs. Motherfuckers started fucking our bitch because we working at Wendy's, thinking that this is the corporate way to go. And a nigga that's out here selling that goddamn dandruff, out here selling that white girl, got our bitch bent over in his back seat because that's what the fuck the society is about. We gotta stop really sitting back and thinking, oh, my woman loved me or this and that. Nigga, the nigga with the better chance is gonna be the one with the better hand in the pot. The nigga with the better opportunities, I mean. So, tune out what doesn't resonate with you. If it don't resonate with you, don't try to go live behind no motherfucker's dream and be no truck driver and then you be the worst truck driver ever. And you could have just wasted your motherfucking time. I mean, you could have just spent your time doing something on what you really wanted to do. Now, see, me, I don't know. I mean, I'm a nigga that's all about risk taking. So a nigga might go get some kind of CDL to see what it's about, see what kind of paper that is, and see how I'm always about just sticking to the mission. I want to get on the job and be able to stick to the mission without complaints. But sometimes life happens. Sometimes you gotta go off on motherfuckers, or sometimes shit just don't go your way, and I'm okay with that. But being a truck driver right now is better than having. I would advise any nigga that ain't addicted to alcohol or weed to go be a truck driver. And if you are addicted to the shit, kick the shit and go do it. I'm gonna tell y'all to do this shit because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. And that is because I'm trying to find something that can make a lot of money while I be fucked up. So I'm gonna try to go be a plumber. I'm gonna try to go be something, but I'm not fucked up on the clock. But I just hate how America make it like, oh, we gotta drug test you. As if motherfuckers don't skim past drug testing. We still got sick motherfuckers in the system. I know it might be less sick motherfuckers in the system, but still, I'm not a sick motherfucker. I just like to drink. I like to smoke weed. And that's just to stay law-abiding citizen. So I just really wish they would take weed off of what they search for in drug tests. But either way, I'm gonna find my way, man. I'm gonna kick my addictions if I need to get my money right or whatever. But it's just sometimes the shit I fight for is just to kind of make life a little easier, man. There's a lot of weed heads that are better than the fucking scientist that's in the room, because he gonna use the weed to go even harder, or the alcohol or whatever, man. We can't judge motherfuckers for what they do. We can judge them, but you can't judge their brain. You can't judge what they know because of what they do. You know? So shit. The next one is make money the best way you know how to, and always be willing to earn more. That's all I can tell you. As far as relationships go, that's the best advice I got for y'all, man. Because, hold on real quick. Lost my shit. There you go. Yeah, because that ain't it. God damn, I done lost my shit. Motherfucking CarMax, man. But yeah, see, you gotta be willing to earn more in a relationship, because your woman is only gonna want to put up with so much. You know, she ain't gonna want to pay 50-50 on these bills for the rest of her motherfucking life, and then when you die, she left with your 50%. No, man. See, that's why, man, this new era, I promote relationships. Either y'all actually be okay with 50-50, like get you a woman that's actually okay with the shit, talk about it over and over and over again, and have multiple conversations. Keep on doing that shit. Because you got to be willing to earn more. Your woman is always going to want more. And that's, I'm only speaking to niggas that actually want to have a woman in their life in general. That means your ass got to be an ultimate hustler for life. And if you want to kind of like chillax a little bit in life, at some point in your life, don't get no wife. Because it's not going to, you ain't going to be allowed to sit the fuck down. You not. It's not going down. You know? Next thing is, have your own plan to implement. Don't be sitting there with your wife or your girlfriend and y'all putting her plan together and then she telling you what to do. If it is, make sure she realizes that you need to be the executor of the relationship. So if she do got the money, or you down on your ass right now and she got $1,000 to spare for you to get a pound or some weed, and you finna go do your thing, or you finna go open, you need $1,000 to start this cleaning business because you got everything else that's needed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your own plan. If your woman is giving you money, have your own plan. Don't get the money and then she got to tell you where to go spend it. Go do this. You're gonna seem like Minister Louis Farrakhan said, just like you her son. So I never, in my position, I'm homeless. Any woman I deal with know that. That's what I'm saying. So any woman I deal with is like, that's what that is. So when niggas talk about, or if I ever see a motherfucker say that black women ain't dealing with broke men, we can't fuck with that. But they don't fully respect you. That's the fool part of it. Because you haven't really proven yourself. And you can't be mad because they don't fully respect you. I ain't saying that in no way that's like, oh, black women don't respect men type of shit. No, it's just that, nigga, if you ain't busting no move, what is there to respect? And then we got a few of our sisters out here that's so down with black men that they'll allow you to be a low-level nigga and try to stay with you and see if this will work. But my thing to the brothers is, no, that sister is deserved more for putting up with your bullshit. If she put up with you being broke, she deserves 10 times more for when you get your shit. You shouldn't lead this woman. You shouldn't do shit unless she just get to disrespecting you to a point where you just like, okay, this is unbearable. But any woman that held you down in the time of life where any woman would have left you, that woman needs to become a wife. And that's just my opinion. And of course, it applies to if she's still around when you make it. If she leaves before you make it, she didn't make it. She didn't make it past the time where you need to be able to add her to your finances. Any woman that's sticking by you when you was failing, and then it landed, and she's still right there like, see, I told you. that woman need to fuck around and be your wife. I don't give a fuck if she cheat on you. Y'all need to work her arrangement out if she held you down like that, because that's a bigger trait. I don't give a fuck if no woman cheat on me. Really, we talking real shit. If we talking about it, my empire built, and a woman was with me and she cheated with a nigga that ain't even richer than me, I'm gonna be like, okay, you gonna go fuck with him or you gonna fuck with me? I'm not finna look at my woman like you a piece of shit. But one thing we all gonna do is open this relationship up. Now we have an open relationship. See, this is called being in charge. You can also leave the relationship. But me, if I fuck with my woman, and we talking about if the woman came up with me from the bottom and she cheated on me, that's all right. I'm gonna go get my lick back. I'm gonna go fuck one of the finest bitches that I know that's next to me that might look better than my woman, and then I might keep the bitch around and let the bitch know, bitch, watch who you fucking with, because you fucking with a nigga that's resourceful. See what I'm saying? That's how life works. That's called power dynamic. Something that the black media put me on. But you know what I'm saying? One thing you can't do is be a broke ass nigga and then be mad that she cheat on you with a nigga who actually has 2 cars. Like, we ain't even talking about wealthy. She cheat on you with a nigga who got a car that got, like, say your girl work at Wendy's and you ain't got no car and you just roaming the street ass nigga, you smoking blunts, but you make you like a nickel and dime nigga. Like, you can come home with $20-$30 a day type of shit, or $20-$30 a week even. Like, sometimes some days you don't make no money, but then your girl cheat on you with a nigga who got 2 challengers. Come on, fool. I mean, that's just bound to happen. And that's what I want to be the message to my brothers, is to let that emotion go with the game. You gotta gain that emotion. You gotta be the nigga that got the 2 challengers. And if you don't have it, you got to deal with the women that's willing to deal with you on the level of you not having that. It's all levels. Just like Meek Mill said, he a Taurus. All levels. It's levels to this shit. It's not no, okay, you got the bag, now you get the baddest bitch. No, you gonna have to start siphoning. Okay, the baddest bitch is gonna have to find out that you even got the bag. But that's superficial talk. So let's get into it. Have an undying passion for your have an undying passion for your purpose. That's how you make it in today's society. You have to have an undying passion for your purpose. If you don't have no undying passion for your purpose, what the fuck are you alive for? See, my undying purpose is that of trying to erase white supremacy totally. So I'm with any group of people, I'm with any movement, FBA, B1, all that shit. I'm with any movement that's down with eradicating white supremacy. And I also have my own movement that is shedding light on black homelessness. Notice I don't give a fuck about Mexican homeless people or white homeless. This is a black homeless battle, because it's a lot of us on the corner that don't really have nowhere to go, literally. Like, nigga, even our families are on the verge of fighting homelessness, which is why some black motherfuckers go homeless. So my advocacy for that, of course, on the grand scheme of things, I want all homeless people to be sheltered. But, within my first steps and my implements in this life, maybe I might have to do an intersectional thing if I want to just start making a bigger impact on homelessness in general. But my overall mission is to get black people off the motherfucking street. Anything I push forth, any message I push forth would be towards what black homeless people are experiencing. Because if the black is homeless experiencing this, everybody is. So if I help the black motherfucker out, then I help the other people out by default. But my main mission, my main purpose on this earth is to show niggas that pussy and other people's views aren't what's going to satisfy you at all. So I try to push that. I try to push individualism or being your own individual on a nigga like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to push that more than anything. Because this world will put you out here to make you feel like you're not doing what we want you to do, so you a lame. And that's not what I would never promote that kind of shit. Oh, follow society. If not, then you out here fucked up. As if society ain't fucked up itself. No, that's not Zilla. That's not what I do. Hold on real quick, y'all. But yeah, man, that's really it for today. Did nobody tune in? I'm gonna shoot you niggas next time I see y'all ass. Cause it ain't no reason for y'all not to just not be tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some hoe ass niggas for that, man. You know? Just cause I'm a nobody and shit, y'all niggas don't wanna fuck with your boy. That's a bit. Even motherfuckers I know don't even be tuning in. So I just gotta upgrade some shit, man. You know? I just gotta upgrade some shit. I ain't tripping. I ain't blaming y'all. I don't blame nobody that don't watch this shit. You know what I mean? I ain't made it yet. That's the whole reason of this episode. Really took too long to drop this shit because, you know, just life, just doing what I do. But to end this episode, man, what happens if you don't make it is you end up probably becoming a drug addict, or you become a victim to your worst fears, man. And for some people, it ain't always drugs. It's some people stay in fucked up relationships. Some motherfuckers stay in abusive situations, which is a fucked up relationship. But you know what I mean? Some people stay for money. Some people stay for, you know, just going through life. I'm talking about just stay in their mama house because the mama need help with bills, and this nigga just don't want to take a leap of faith on himself because it'll take the $300 out of him helping his mama out, and then if it don't go right, then his mama gonna be mad at him because he ain't had a 300 his side of the rent, shit like that. That's what I speak for, man. Because how can you upgrade your life when you got a motherfucker that's dependent on your every dollar? How can you make an investment? And that's what black people going through right now. Black people are going through a lot of, we ain't got a chance of investment going on. Nigga, I get $1,000 a week, if that. So 500 gotta go. Not even 500. Just that week, your baby mama need her rent paid. Let's say that week. And so now you probably gotta give $400 to $500 up so you can help her get her shit up. If you don't have a baby mama, $1,000, your car get fucked up. Goddamn, something on the car costs $300. You needed $300 for something else. Now you gotta take your whole check and pay for this, and that. I mean, I'm just saying, man. It is very hard to survive in society right now. And I want people to ask themselves this question every day so they can stay in tune with the humility of reality. What if you don't make it? Do you have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, nigga? Shit. If you don't, you're finna be fucked. LoneWolfTV, holla at your boy.